Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is AJ here. Yes, I've got a new review for you. That being for the new Paramount TV series Halo, episode 1. Let's talk about it. Okay, yeah, so now before I begin, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I will be reviewing this series on a weekly basis, on the day it drops in the future. I've got a load of other content that you may well be interested in. Star Trek, I've been doing reviews of Star Trek, DVDs, Blu-rays, all this sort of stuff. You should go check it out, you might find something that you like. But not only that, if you hit the notification bell, that'll keep you apprised of all my upcoming content and you'll know when the next episode of this review series comes up. And leave me a comment at the end if you so wish. I do reply to all comments. That's a guarantee. Now, also thumbs up. Don't forget that. Yeah, so Halo. Yeah, so this TV series, sort of for me, has come out of nowhere. I'll give you a little bit of my background with Halo as a video game franchise. I'm aware of it. That's about as far as it goes. I believe it to be an Xbox game series that didn't ever come onto PlayStation or anything like that. The reason I say that is because my children grew up with PlayStation. They played PlayStation. They still do today, even though they're older. They're sort of more gamers. I'm a bit old to be a gamer. So although I'm aware of properties, I've never played the game of Halo. I don't really know what it's about, apart from people, sort of like military people in suits that run around shooting. That's about as far as I know it. So this review is going to be based on this program as a TV series. I'm not going to go into comparisons with the game or anything because I'm ignorant to that. I'm not that clued up on it. So let's talk about it. So yeah, so this series, it's set in the year 2552, and obviously Earth has humans has spread out into space. They've colonized planets and all this sort of thing, and we're introduced to this group of settlers on a planet called Madrigal. It's a very dusty, sandy looking planet, very similar to maybe Tatooine, Star Wars, that sort of an aesthetic, which had me a bit worried at the beginning. Whilst out and about, this young girl by the name of Kwan Ha, she sees this. She sees something going on with an alien spaceship and that, and her friends get killed. She runs back to her base where her father is and all these other settlers. Now these settlers, yeah, they all end up being wiped out by this alien race, but in come these Spartans, which are the familiar characters from the game Halo, to wipe out these aliens and save the day. This young girl, this teenage young girl, Korean girl, being the sole survivor of this wipeout. And so John Spartan, should we call him John Spartan? Master Chief John, who is a Spartan. John Spartan, that was a character in Stallone's character in Demolition Man, was it not? I may be wrong. Anyway, not that his name's Spartan, they are Spartans. Yeah, anyway, so this John Spartan rescues her. Well, don't say he rescues her. She gets saved. She doesn't get killed. And the Spartans go off and they find the alien ship and all this sort of thing. They find this artifact that he touches, and then it gives him some flashbacks to his past, but he doesn't know it's his past, but you know it's his past, and all this sort of nonsense. Then they spread off in their ships, and John takes her on his ship. Finds out that they'd killed his mother also and this sort of a thing, but he starts becoming a bit sort of friendly with her, and then he gets out of the blue, he gets this an order to kill her. Not that it's out of the blue for the viewer, because they know it's, you know it's coming when you're introduced to some of the military folk at the home planet of Reach, which is where they're from. Yeah, so all this sort of stuff going on, and he takes her under his wing and blasts off with her at the end, and that's pretty much set up for your program. Now, yeah, the alien race, they're called Covenant, so Alien Covenant. I don't know, you know, there's all these little things, oh, Alien Covenant, oh, John Spartan, you know what I mean. So anyway, so let's talk about the series and my thoughts on it. So I quite enjoyed this. I had fun with it. It was very reminiscent of Star Wars, of The Mandalorian, in that, you know, like I said, I know the game came before The Mandalorian, this sort of thing, but basically you got a guy in a suit protecting a youngling, shall we say. The young Korean girl is essentially your baby Yoda. He takes her under his wing, and off he goes with her. That's sort of a setup. Now, it's very difficult to review this program from episode 1. Episode 1 was very enjoyable. There was enough action in it to keep you entertained. Pablo Schreiber, who plays John Spartan, he does remove his helmet at the end. You do see him as an actor, and I do recognise him from stuff, but I can't really place what. He's been in support roles. He was very good. He was quite enjoyable. The voice was recognisable under the mask, although it ain't from anything I know. Do you know what I mean, in that sense? But yeah, so the show itself, it's the production's there, the budget's there, the acting was fine. You've got Natasha McElhone playing Dr. Catherine Halsey in it, who's the scientist that's worked on these Spartan people, which are I don't know nothing about them. I just say that I don't know the game. I don't know if this is the backstory for the game, but they're sort of like taken as youngsters, I believe, and they're used in this program to create them as weapons. So they're sort of controlled, this sort of a thing in these biomechanical type of suit things. I don't know. It's all nonsense to me. But no, all I can tell you is I enjoyed it. It was good. It was fast paced. It ran 58 minutes. Production values were there on the screen. The acting was good. By the end of the episode, I wanted to see more of what happens with him and the girl. But it seemed quite rushed in giving you that sort of a setup, I thought. I thought that could have been stretched out maybe a bit more. But on the other hand, it's nice to have a fast-paced show. Now, with the special effects, like I said, the money is there all on the screen. Its production values are fantastic. I did feel that some of their movements at times looked unreal. I'm talking about the Spartans. In the action scene, primarily at the beginning when we're first introduced to them, the movements just... It didn't look overly natural, I'll just put it that way. I felt that the aliens, they look good in a degree, but there is a sense of video game in what I was seeing. I thought the effects could probably have been refined, the movements and that, just that much more to give it a more natural sort of a feel. There are elements in the film where it gives you a first-person perspective during the action scene at the beginning, and a little bit after that when you see, these Spartans looking around. I'm guessing this is the game, and the game is a first-person perspective player, or some parts of it are at least, and this is giving you that. So yeah, all in all, enjoyable first episode. Enough to bring me back for some more. I was impressed with the special effects. I think there's enough interest to keep me going. There is an element of Star Wars in it with the alien race as well, and these, and more you see of them. But yeah, so enjoyable episode. I will be back next week for episode 2 to see how it goes. And that's about it. That's all I can say about it. Nothing really negative about it. Yeah, just good. Anyway, this is AJ. Thank you for watching. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Maybe you can talk to me about this series down below. Tell me where I've gone wrong with what I'm talking about, because like I said, I'm ignorant to the game. My ignorance knows no bounds. I've never played it. I don't know nothing about it. So I'm just watching this as a TV series. And that's where I'm coming from. But anyway, so, like I said, subscribe, notification bell, comment, thumbs up, all good. See you next week. Take care all. Goodbye.